Now I'm on. Okay. Please take your seats. Okay.
Turn to page 1 in your little Hanukkah Siddur. It says Chanukah on the front. It goes from right to left. We're going to start with a pretty song. I hope everybody sings as much as possible. Sorry we don't have a light going this direction, but it should be okay. This is called Ner Li, Ner Li. I have a candle. You can see the translation, a candle so light. On Hanukkah, my candle burns bright. I'll teach it to you and then we'll sing it. Ner Li, Ner Li, Ner Li dakik. B'Chanukah neri adlik. B'Chanukah neri ya'ir. B'Chanukah shiri ashir. B'Chanukah neri ya'ir. B'Chanukah shiri ashir. Ner li, ner li, ner li dakik. B'Chanukah neri adlik. B'Chanukah neri ya'ir. B'Chanukah shiri ashir. B'Chanukah neri ya'ir. B'Chanukah shiri ashir. We're going to try it again. Actually, we'll do it in English for those that prefer the English. Very simple little lyrics. Here we go. I have a candle so light. On Hanukkah my candle burns bright. On Hanukkah my light burns long. On Hanukkah I sing this song. On Hanukkah my light burns long. On Hanukkah I sing this song. Ner li, ner li, ner li dakik. B'Chanukah neri adlik. B'Chanukah neri ya'ir. B'Chanukah shiri ashir. B'Chanukah neri ya'ir. B'Chanukah shiri ashir.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Shabbat Shalom, good Shabbos, CBS members, friends, visitors, neighbors. We're happy you're here with us on the Shabbat right before Hanukkah, because Hanukkah begins on which night? Sunday. So this is the Shabbat just before Hanukkah. I see a couple people brought their Hanukkah menorahs anyway. We're going to give you a little taste of Hanukkah. We have a lot of exciting Hanukkah programs that are going to follow later in the week. But tonight we wanted to celebrate Shabbat, and we also want to celebrate the coming of Hanukkah, one of my favorite Jewish holidays, a holiday that celebrates the triumph of light over darkness, of freedom over tyranny, of the Jewish people over those who would try to oppress us. So it's a very celebratory time. Gordon has some Hanukkah music. We have Hanukkah foods, and it's going to be a great evening for all of us. So, to light the Shabbat candles, I'd like to invite Marcia Ewig to please come up front. Everyone else should have a pair of little tea lights in front of them. So when Marcia lights our candles, I invite you to join us in the blessing and light your candles as well. Actually, let Marcia light them first, and then you can light yours after. Yeah, that's the only thing that seems to work. Okay, so you say it, and then he'll sing it.
Maybe we should do it again so they can
Yeah,
hear
do it
you.
again so
Okay. There we go. Yeah.
Sing it with me, okay?
Yeah, you want to? Sure. Should we just do the Hanukkah melody?
Sure,
You know that
whatever
one?
you
Let's
like.
do that. Okay. Yeah, go ahead. That's right.
Baruch
Atah Adonai
Eloheinu
melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lahadlik ner shel Shabbat. Thank you.
Thank you, Marcia. And you should all have your tea lights lit now in honor of Shabbat and in anticipation of Hanukkah. We're going to turn to page 2 in your booklets, and Gordon is going to lead us in one of the most famous Hanukkah songs. In Hebrew, it's called Maoz Tzur. In English, it's translated as Rock of Ages.
Ma'osur Yeshuati L'chana L'shabea Tichon Beit Tefilati V'sham Toda Nizabea Le'etachin Matbea Azeg Mor B'shir Mi. I think I left out a word. Let's do it again. Okay, let's see. We got Azeg Mor B'shir Mizmor Chanukah HaMitzbeach Azeg Mor B'shir Mizmor Chanukah HaMitzbeach. Let's try it. We're going to do it in Hebrew again so I can get that right. See if I missed something. Ma'osur Yeshuati L'chana L'shabea Tichon Beit Tefilati V'sham Toda Nizabea Le'etachin Matbeach Mitzar Hamnabeach Azeg Mor B'shir Mizmor Chanukah HaMitzbeach Azeg Mor B'shir Mizmor Chanukah HaMitzbeach. Try it in English. Rock of ages, let our song praise your saving power. You amidst the raging foes were our sheltering tower. Furious they assailed us, but your arm availed us, and your word broke their sword when our own strength failed us, and your word broke your sword when our own strength failed us.
This song that we just sang is about God's saving power and about how God's word breaks the sword. And what Judaism always teaches us, but especially on Hanukkah, is that it is not by might, not by power, but by spirit that we can overcome any obstacle. And that is what Hanukkah is ultimately about. Now, we are going to continue with our call to worship, the Baruch Hu at the bottom of page 2. I'm a little too far away from the ark to open it. I saw Audrey a second ago. She was sitting there. I was going to ask her to open the ark. Who would like to volunteer, one of our students, to open the ark for us? Go ahead. Both of you can do it. Go ahead. The two of you. Just go up. One of you take the left and the other take the right. And everyone else, please rise and face the ark. You guys did a great job. Thank you so much. Everyone, if you can, please remain standing just another moment or two and join me at the top of page 3 for the English translation of the prayer Ma'ariv Aravim. Praise to you, Adonai our God, from whom the evening flows. Your wisdom sets the way on which time and season glide. Your breath guides the sail of the stars. Creator of the tide of time and light, you guide the current of day into night. As heaven spans to infinity, you set its course for eternity. Praise to you, Adonai our God, from whom the evening flows. Baruch atah Adonai Hama'ariv Aravim.
Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. 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 Baruch Shem Kavod Malchuto Leolam Vaed. Baruch Shem Kavod Malchuto Leolam Vaed. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. V'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavcha u'v'chol nafshecha u'v'chol me'odecha v'hayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anochi mitzavacha hayom al levavecha v'shinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam b'shivtecha b'veitecha uv'lechtecha v'derech uv'shokbecha uv'kumecha ukshartam la'ot al yadecha v'hayu latotafot bein einecha uktavtam al mezuzot beitecha uvisharecha leman tiskaru vasitem et kol mitzvotai vitem kedoshim lelohechem ani Adonai Elohechem asher hotzeti etchem me'eretz Mitzrayim liot lachem lelohim ani Adonai Elohechem.
We're at the bottom of page 5. And again, if you would join me in the English translation of the prayer Emet ve'emunah. Standing on the parted shores of history, we still believe what we were taught before ever we stood at Sinai's foot, that wherever we go, it is eternally Egypt, that there is a better place, a promised land, that the winding way to that promise passes through the wilderness, that there is no way to get from here to there except by joining hands and marching together. We continue at the top of page 6 with the song Mi Chamocha. I mentioned Hanukkah is about God's saving power, but this song, Mi Chamocha, doesn't occur once a year. It occurs every week, and we get to sing about God's saving power every single week. So Mi Chamocha. Not in the morning. They begin when the sun sets. We celebrate Shabbat at night. We celebrate Hanukkah at night. We celebrate arguably the most important Jewish service, Kol Nidre, at night. And at night, we offer this prayer to God called Hashkivenu, where we ask God as we get ready for bed, as we go to sleep, to protect us, to put over us a shelter, a sukkah of peace. And Gordon is going to sing the song Hashkivenu for us, and I invite you to please join us.
Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom, l'shalom. Hamidenu Malkeinu l'chaim. Ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha, ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha. Amen. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom, l'shalom. Hamidenu Malkeinu l'chaim. Ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha, ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha. Amen. Shelter us beneath your wings, O Adonai. Guard us from all harmful things, O Adonai. Keep us safe throughout the night, till we
Please take a moment now for your own silent prayer and reflection.
We're going to be on page 7. Mi malel gvurot Yisrael otan mi imnei hein b'chodor yakum hagibor goel ha'am. Mi malel gvurot Yisrael otan mi imnei hein b'chodor yakum hagibor goel ha'am. Shema bayamim hahem bazman hazeh Maccabi Moshia ufodeh Uvyamenu kol ham Yisrael Yitared yakum lehigael. Who can retell the things that befell us? Who can count them? In every age a hero or sage came to our aid. Who can retell the things that befell us? Who can count them? In every age a hero or sage came to our aid. Hark! In days of yore in Israel's ancient land, brave Maccabeus led the faithful band. But now all Israel must as one arise, redeem itself through deed and sacrifice. Let's go back to the Hebrew and mi malel gurot Yisrael otan mi imnei hein b'chodor yakum hagibor goel ha'am. Last time in English. Who can retell the things that befell us? Who can count them? In every age a hero or sage came to our aid.
We're going to take a moment now to think of those in need of healing on this Shabbat, the Shabbat before Hanukkah. Healing of body, healing of spirit, healing of heart. And we ask God to bestow the bracha, the blessing of refuah shlema, full and complete healing on the following men and women from our community or those known and loved by our CBS family. Ilana Massey, Kevin Brackett, Michelle Camisia, Joshua Hyman, Diane Butler, Jesse Friedman, Marjorie Gilberg, Michael Blend, Jim Mates, Janet Marbury, Harriet Lehman, Brenda Flood, Bob Massey, Bill Lenish, Sharon Blevis, Sharon Hagan, Joan Elson, Michael Edwards, and Mark and Sylvia Samrick. And if you have the name of someone you wish to add to this healing list, I invite you to please do so. Let's start with the back table. Anyone have a name they want to add? How about the second table? Anyone at this table? Okay. Okay. Yeah. The Mishaberach prayer is on page 8 in your booklets.
Mishaberach Avotenu Yekor HaBracha Limotenu. May the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say Amen. Mishaberach Imotenu Yekor HaBracha Lavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say Amen.
You know, Gordon has been mixing Shabbat music with Hanukkah music, sort of combining them on this Shabbat. One of the things I like about Hanukkah, and why it's one of my favorite Jewish holidays, is that it also combines things. In some ways, and some of you I think know this, Hanukkah is really two stories wrapped into one. It's a story of Jewish independence, of Jewish freedom fighters conquering their Greek occupiers who were not letting them practice their religion in a free way and oppressing their families and themselves. But Hanukkah is also about what happens when they go to the temple in Jerusalem and rededicate it. Hanukkah means rededication. And there was only enough oil that they found to last for one night, but a miracle happens and it lasts for 8. So we celebrate something that's political and military and national, and yet we also something that is very spiritual and sacred and holy. And there are really two kinds of heroes in this story. The first, and this is, I'm so happy we have so many of our students, so I want a show of hands from our students. Who is the hero, or who are the heroes of sort of the political military side of the Hanukkah story? Anybody yet? Who are the heroes? Who do we celebrate on Hanukkah? The Maccabees, exactly. Does anyone know the leader of the Maccabees? There are really kind of two of them. First of all, there was the father of all of them. Anyone know the father of the Maccabees? Yes.
Mr. Maccabee.
Mr. Maccabee. Not Jonah, different, close, but not quite. Judah was sort of the son, the military leader, very charismatic, very good soldier. But who was the father of Judah Maccabee? Who was the father of all the Maccabees? Mattathias. We sometimes forget about Mattathias, but he was a priest. He was a priest, and his children were the ones who really create the Maccabean army that leads to Jewish independence for almost 200 years. Who is the hero of the other part of the story? The miracle of oil. Who is that hero? Students, yes. Well, the oil, I'm thinking of a living entity, not an inanimate object like oil. What is a higher power that created the miracle? God, thank you, but you're not a student. I guess you can be a student. So the hero of the political story is Mattathias, Judah, and all the Maccabee brothers. And the other hero of Hanukkah is God for creating the miracle. So there's a lot to celebrate on Shabbat. There's a lot to celebrate on Hanukkah. And it really is meant to remind us that Judaism is not about fear. Judaism is not about guilt. Judaism is about joy. And Judaism is about the joyful celebration of Jewish life and Jewish identity and that's what we're doing tonight. And I'm so happy that you're all here for that. So we're going to continue. I need a couple more. Someone used the term, Gordon, last night, not volunteers, but when you volunteer someone to do something. Anyone know what that's called? A volunteer. Volunteer? I forget the word. But I'm going to volunteer Jonas and Eva, if you would be so kind as to go up to the ark and open up the doors of the ark. Two of our great students, and Jonas has his bar mitzvah coming up in June. And let's all rise. We're going to do the Aleinu on page 9. But let's wait till they open the ark.
Aleinu l'shabeach la'adon ha'kol, la'teit gedula li'otzer b'reishit, shelo asanu kegoyei haratzot, velo samanu k'mishpachot ha'adama, shelo sam chelkeinu kahem, v'goraleinu kechol hamonam, v'anachnu korim, Mishtachavim umodim lifnei melech malachei hamlachim hakadosh baruch hu v'ne'emar v'haya Adonai lemelech al kol haaretz bayom hahu bayom hahu yeh Adonai echad u'shemo 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 echad.
Close the ark. And thank you, Jonas and Eva. Great job. Okay, please be seated. Before our final song and Kiddush and Motzi, and then the wonderful dinner waiting for us, and I want to thank Lauren and Leah and all of our volunteers who helped to make this meal for us tonight. I'd like to invite Shane Soldinger to read some announcements. Shane is a board member, a friend, and he was the second prize winner in the Latka Throwdown last night up in Yountville. He makes a mean latke. And he reads mean announcements.
Thank you, Rabbi.
Wait, let me turn to the page for you.
I always knew he was a spud.
You need to announce me everywhere I go. I love the announcements. Thank you. Introduce me. So, Shabbat Shalom, everybody.
Shabbat Shalom.
So, Sunday is the first night of Hanukkah. And from 4:30 to 6, please join us in the CBS candle lighting service at Silverado Country Club. Included in that is free hot beverages and treats, paired with blessings and songs led by Gordon.
Yeah, there was a typo in the paper. It said, anyway, it's 4:30 to 6.
4:30 to 6.
Not 4:30 to 5. 4:30 to 6.
4:30 to 6. And I understand there's a Hanukkah-themed menu that night as
Yes.
well,
At the
perhaps, if
restaurant.
anyone's at the restaurant. Should be pretty tasty. Monday, December 19th, from 6 to 8 p.m. at CBS, we'll be hosting the second night lighting with Jewish Community Relations Council, the JCRC, where we have guests of elected and civic leadership. After the candle lighting ceremony, we will share in some delicious Hanukkah treats. RSVPs are required, and you can find the link online and in our weekly emails. Shabbat during Hanukkah, next Friday on the 23rd, will be led by Gordon with a special drash given by member Sally Besser. And Saturday, the 24th, Erev Navidad is back with Chinese dinner and a movie at CBS from 5 to 9 p.m. Register online or contact Lauren at the office or Maxine Maluso. There will be an in-person and streamed Shabbat service with Rabbi Goldstein and Gordon on December 30th at 6 p.m. just before New Year's Eve. And Sunday, January 15th at 10 a.m., we'd like to invite you to become a CSS trained security volunteer for a new CSS security volunteer team that we are putting together. So in order to be certified, there's a two-part training. One is online. The first portion is an online, and then the second portion is an in-person training on January 15th. So registration is required for this as well and must be done in advance. And if you have any questions, you could contact me directly or Lauren as well. We could happily provide more information. Happy birthday to the following CBS members: Tom Sabo, Vanessa Blattis, Jonah Eisenberg, I think he's here tonight, right? David Mendelson, Cadell Newton, Rachel Friedman, Lee Trucker, Hannah Paley, Steve Sager, Oliver Lustig, Forrest Downey, and Irete Weir. That's a lot of birthdays.
A lot of birthdays.
A lot of birthdays. And ironically, no anniversaries this week. So
That's because we have 74 next month. I'm kidding. We don't have that many. We're not that big a congregation yet. Thank you, Shane. And I just want to offer a personal invitation. All of you who are visiting us tonight, or our neighbors, or who come intermittently, we have a lot of exciting things happening at CBS. Please get on our mailing list if you're not already, and we hope to see you again at other holiday events or lectures or social programs that we have coming up. We're really doing some wonderful things here, and we'd love to share them with you. So we're going to turn to our final song, and then we're going to say the blessings over bread and wine and eat our dinner. We're on the bottom of page 10 with Ocho Candelicas. Gordon, anything you want to say about this song?
It's in Ladino, and of all the many Hanukkah songs that I did with the students on Sundays and with the choir, this seemed to be their favorite. And every time I sing it, I can see why. It just has a fun, upbeat flavor, and it's fun to sing the Spanish, Yiddish, I guess Spanish Hebrew type words. Yes. So we'll sing it a few times, so you'll get the hang of it. It starts like this. Chanukah linda está aquí, ocho candelas para mí. Chanukah linda está aquí, ocho candelas para mí. And we all have to sing, oh, una candelica, dos candelicas, tres candelicas, cuatro candelicos, cinco candelicas, seis candelicas, siete candelicas, ocho candelas para mí. Muchas fiestas vou fazer, con alegrías y placer. Sing that again. Muchas fiestas vou fazer, con alegrías y placer. Oh, I don't hear everybody singing. Oh, una candelica, dos candelicas, tres candelicas, cuatro candelicos, cinco candelicas, seis candelicas, siete candelicas, ocho candelas para mí. Okay, we're gonna go up another key. Ready? Last verse. Los pastelicos vou comer con almendricas y la miel. Los pastelicos vou comer con almendricas y la miel. Oh, if it feels more comfortable to sing, oi, put a little Y on the end, and it'll give it that real Jewish flavor. Una candelica, dos candelicas, tres candelicas, cuatro candelicos, cinco candelicas, seis candelicas, siete candelicas, ocho candelas para mí. Here we go last time. Una candelica, dos candelicas, tres candelicas, cuatro candelicas, cinco candelicas, seis candelicas, siete candelicas, ocho candelas para mí. Ocho candelas para mí. Ocho candelas para mí. Oye.
Great job, Gordon.
Thank you.
I think you double as a Ladino Spanish guitar musician.
I was a mariachi.
Mariachi. Okay, let's everyone please rise. And you should all have, some of you I know have already been enjoying the wine. So if you have wine, lift your wine glass and let's all say the Kiddush together. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Amen. L'chaim. And now we have challah up here, but all of you should have some challah at your table as well. Let's say the motzi together. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem
min haaretz. Amen. Patei avon.
Shabbat Shalom. Go line up for food. Oh, what?
Not by might.
Oh, wait.
Go ahead.
What? Those who want to say Kaddish will be doing it in the library in a moment. Thank you, I forgot.
Not by might and not by power, but by Spirit alone shall we all live in peace.
Thank you, I forgot.
Not by might and not
Thanks, Jonas.
by power, but by Spirit alone shall we all live in peace. The children dream, the children sing, and their children. Oh, sorry, Laura. And another song will rise. Another song will rise. Another song will rise. Not by might and not by power, but by Spirit alone shall we all live in peace. Not by might, not by power. Shalom. Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom. Shabbat, 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 Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom. Shabbat, 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 Shabbat shalom.